Morning downloads for you once again. The personal awesomeness of a person, the personal attributes of a person, the strengths in a person will not determine their relationship with you, mind you. And once you worked on your self-esteem, your inner self-respect, you will not be close to the person who makes you feel lesser than you are, or he doesn't serve you your self-respect on your platter. Morning downloads for you once again. If you worked on your self-esteem and you worked on a self-esteem for a very long period of time, you will not be close to anybody who doesn't make you feel loved or gives you respect, either in the form of conversation or in the form of actions. Very simple. Let's say that you're meeting with a group of friends. This personal awesomeness of a person, the personal attributes of the person is great, right? He's a great human being. But if he's not treating you well, he's not a great human being for you, right? He might be a great human being for the whole world, but how does he make you feel? You have to decide based on how does the other person make you feel, whosoever he or she is. Similarly, in a husband and wife relationship, wife might be a beautiful person for the whole world, but how is she making the husband feel? How is the husband making the wife feel? You cannot deny the fact that the person with the personal attributes and with all the strengths of his character might be a great personality to the whole world. But when he comes back home, the way he treats his wife or the way wife treats her husband will determine their relationship with one another. Let's look at the red flags. She's a great friend, a great human being too, but a control freak. She wants everything in friendship to go according to her whims and fancies. And she has anger and control issues. She wants to dominate every situation. So there are times she crosses a boundary with you when she meets you in social gatherings. A red flag. She's the CEO of a company, has leadership skills, holds the company together. But when I come back home, I do not feel the need to love her as a wife. A red flag. He's a great husband, helps the poor, the needy. Whosoever calls him, he's always available for help. He's a great father, but has a lot of anger issues, is aggressive and dominating. I don't feel happy in the relationship, is a red flag. She's my mother, but she's toxic. She doesn't let me go anywhere. Whenever I want to talk to her, I feel I'm talking to a wall. I don't feel loved in a relationship, is a red flag. You need to see the red flags in different kinds of relationships, and these people might be close to you because people who are closest to you are the ones who hurt you. And if there's toxic cycles being repeated and something is lashing at your self-respect, you need to take a call right away because nothing is more important than self-respect. Let's look at some more scenarios. She's my girlfriend, but she always has eye on my wallet. She sees to it that I spend a lot of money on her. It seems she's in love with my money rather than loving me. I feel used in a relationship, is a red flag. This guy love bombs me, sex bombs me. I really felt nice in the relationship when we fell in love, but now he stopped texting me ever since we've had a one-night stand. Red flag in a relationship. So look for these red flags wherever they are. If something is not feeling right, making you feel good from within, there's an indication of the fact that something is going wrong in a relationship. And some of the closest relationships, you cannot cut them. Whereas people who are not close to you, your acquaintances, you can maintain that healthy boundary with them. If someone is crossing the boundary, I request you to create healthy boundaries so that your self-respect is not at stake. And with people who you love, you really have to create a boundary with them too, because if that is hurting you and making you feel lesser than you are, you need to start taking healthy steps towards building good relationships with your family members. Another tip in personal relationships, if a relationship is making you feel lesser than you are, you're feeling less loved and there's no self-respect in a relationship. Because your heart will give you a clear indication that this relationship is not working. You will know from the pit of your stomach that I'm not feeling loved or I'm not wanted here. But at the same time, just because mind has this weird function of interfering wherever a problem is, you will give inferences to the situation with your mind and start correcting it by saying, no, but there are incidents where this person is nice to me, but he does this to me. But ultimately, if your heart is in a state where there's no love and respect from that relationship, you will come back to the same point after a few days. And if there's toxicity, if there's anger, if there's aggression, if there's domination, there's another red flag in a personal relationship. So do not interfere your intellect. Do not use your mind and intellect to support the argument. Use your heart. Because most of the time your heart exactly tells you what you want, and your heart never tells a lie about a particular relationship. And mind you, self-respect is very important. Good day. Hey there. The personal awesomeness of a person, the strength of his or her character, the personal attributes in a person cannot determine their relationship with you, because how they make you feel decides how that relationship would be determined between that person and you. And once you worked on your inner self-esteem, your self-respect, you will not be close to the person who makes you feel lesser than you are and who doesn't give you your due self-respect on your platter.